This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome back to the show. Coming up on the show today, we're going to be talking about something that touches so many families all across Central Texas, caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's disease. Now, caregiving can be rewarding, but it can also feel overwhelming and isolating at times. And that's why a new dementia support group launching at First Woodway Baptist Church is hoping to provide encouragement and support and education and community for caregivers who are walking this very difficult journey. Joining us today, Dr. Dennis Meyers and Susan Brown. You'll be a support group leader for this. You personally cared for your husband.
Yes.
Who had Alzheimer's. Now, this new caregiving seminar and support group is going to kick off coming up on Saturday, the 17th of May, from 2 to 3:30 at First Woodway Baptist Church. So anyone is invited, right?
Yes, and that'll be on Sunday.
Okay. It's going to be on Sunday.
May the 17th, yes.
Okay, let's get the date right. So Sunday, May the 17th.
From 2 to 3:30.
And so this is just a one-time event, or this is a multi-week?
No, we have multi-weeks. We'll go until October, and we meet an hour and a half once a month on the third Sunday.
Okay, on the third Sunday.
Yes.
There we go. Very good. So what do you plan, Dr. Meyers, with folks to get from this?
I think the main thing, or Susan can speak to this much better than I because of her own experience, but it's a notion of support. This notion of caregiving for persons experiencing Alzheimer's and other dementias is one of the most difficult relational challenges we have. And so our caregivers are trying to navigate the deep love they have for their partner and trying to understand the behaviors they're seeing, which no longer make any sense to them sometimes. And yet the person themselves in later stages may not even know who their loved one is.
Yeah.
And it's hard to imagine, unless you've experienced it, what that's like, loving someone your whole lifetime and then having them not know who you are. And that's hard enough. But simple things like, let's go to the store, and the person doesn't want to get in the car. How do you figure out how to make that happen? So the main idea is, let's get the experts together, the people that are really doing this, and have them speak with one another. What works, what doesn't work. Here's what I'm experiencing. Have you experienced that as well? The sense of not being in it alone. All comes together in this time. We'd also like to offer a little education if we can, and maybe some resources in terms of their being available. The main thing, getting people who know most about this challenge and opportunity, by the way, to get together and share with one another. It's a beautiful thing when it happens, but it must be led by those who've walked the walk and have had to navigate this time.
Well, I mean, every person is individual, but I would suspect, Susan, there are a lot of commonalities in what caregivers experience.
There is. And, this group that meets, it's divided into two. The caregivers meet together, and then the loved one that they're caring for actually meet and have we have a life share group. So activities are for them, so you don't have to get a caregiver for you to be able to come to the meeting. We have a place for them to go and be during that time, because that's one of the biggest challenges, is that if you're not with that person, you can't just leave them at home a lot of the time. And I think one of the worst things is that it's very hard to accept somebody coming into your home to take care of your person.
Right.
Because you know that person so well.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times they're not overly receptive to that. One of the things that our group does is to try to get people in touch with the resources that are available out there, different agencies.
And there are quite a few.
There's quite a few. And to explain how those work and to get comfortable with the idea that, you do have somebody out there who can come to give you a couple of hours to yourself, and to also not only give them a place where they can vent, because it gets very frustrating.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I often say is there's no judgment here. None. None. So
you're doing the best you can do.
You're doing the best
Yeah.
you can do.
Yeah.
And so you can come here and hopefully we can give you some ideas for some of the frustrations that you face, to talk about how we've handled different things. But also, my personal intent is that we need to create a society that's more empathetic to people who have dementia. Years and years and years ago, people did not bring out children who had like Down syndrome because they just stayed at home.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times that's true with a lot of mental illnesses. And one of the things, even when my husband was first diagnosed, he says, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
And I had to say over and over again, you have a disease. You didn't ask for it. You didn't do anything to cause it. You have a disease. And if you were diabetic, we would treat that.
Yeah.
And we're going to treat this the best way we can. Because social isolation is one of the worst things you can do for someone who has mental health issues. And so I have had people come up to me and say, I did not realize your husband had dementia. Because I took him everywhere with me.
We were in Sunday school together, and it was a long time before I realized that he had been diagnosed.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But, this is one of the reasons you teach your kids manners from the time they're 2, because he could still go out in society, and when people would say, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
That's so ingrained. So a lot of times those little social things did not tend to give way to what was really going on.
Yeah.
But I hope people will be encouraged to come to this group. And it's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. But there are people there who want to support and want to help you. Because this could be something that you're going to deal with for the next 3 years or the next 13. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? I was very fortunate in some respects that from Tim's diagnosis until he passed away was 5 years.
Yeah.
And he had vascular dementia. And so there's a whole umbrella of different dementias out there.
Right.
And his was one of the ones that, you usually do not have for more than 6 years. Some people do, but it usually only lasts 6 years or so.
Well, and there's so much research that's been done about it, Dr. Meyers. Why did you feel like it was important to have this kind of ongoing support for caregivers and for the patients through this seminar?
Well, Susan says it well. There's a sense of aloneness and isolation that can come. And I can't think of a better setting than a congregation to help people navigate and accept the fact that there are others that can walk alongside you and you get a sense of belonging there, and I'm not alone. So that loneliness factor, that isolation factor is one thing. We also know that caregivers suffer 3 times more likely to be depressed than the person with dementia. because of all that they're bearing. And our caregivers just actually want to do the best they can for their loved one. And sometimes they don't often take care of themselves. And so the support group is a chance to give permission to say, hey, I really do need time for myself, and to try to resource them so they can have time away. And not to mention the benefits of the resources and the
So kind of walk me through what it will be like when folks go to this first seminar on the 17th, Sunday, the 17th.
Well, I said we have two offerings that support one another. There's the caregiver support group for persons who are dealing with people experiencing dementia, and they meet in a room together. And Susan and Tiffany Kolofsky at the Alzheimer's Association. I didn't say Tiffany's name right. I'll say
Hey, it's hard.
Kozlowski at the
Yeah.
Alzheimer's Association,
Yeah.
who's very experienced as well, lead the group. And Susan can kind of share with us kind of the routine they follow there. In addition, we have Life Share Fellowship, same time for persons who are experiencing dementia. So just like Susan said, your loved one will have a place. But this is not daycare for poor people that have dementia. This is an opportunity with honor and respect. We have fun fellowship together. We've got professionals that come in. We have 6 professionals that come in and lead the time. And we do some nice reminiscing together. We do some movement things that are fun in of themselves. And then we also do some music, use hymns, and have a chance to sing together. Listen to
Often
so
you can just see a spark light up when there's memory loss or whatever. They'll hear those old songs and sing every word.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see.
But Susan can kind of share more about what happens in the group itself.
Yeah. Well, there's so much more I want to talk to the two of you about. Need to take a quick break, but we're going to come back and talk more about this, the wonderful conference. It's it's a seminar. Am I calling it right? A series?
There are really 2 things. There's a support group.
A support group,
Yes.
okay.
And a class.
And a class, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get this right. But we want to take a quick break, and I will say that today's show is brought to you by Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple. Are you looking to add a touch of elegance and functionality to your home or business? Look no further than Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple. Their wide range of window treatments can transform any space. They offer free consultations, and they'll work with you to bring your vision to life. Call now and receive 30% off. Call Kayla at 254-844-7939. That's 254-844-7939. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead. Okay. So here we go. And we are back with Dr. Dennis Meyers and Susan Brown, and they're talking about a very special support group of classes that is coming up starting on Sunday, the 17th, at First Woodway Baptist Church. And this is going to be in the afternoon, right? 2 o'clock. And so, Susan, as you walked this journey personally, what kinds of support did you receive during that time that was especially meaningful? Or what gaps do you feel like you experienced?
Well, I had, of course, I enlisted my children. They're grown.
Oh, of course.
And they don't live here in town, but we set it up to where they came. One of them came one weekend out of the month, simply because they needed to experience firsthand, one-on-one, what it was like to
and
deal
not be
with
shocked.
their dad. Yes,
Right.
and to help them process
Right.
Everything that was going on and to see for themselves. Because a lot of times in a group, he was fine, but then you would get to, he would have suddenly an issue, and it would be like, no, I'm not going to bed. And it's like, well, what do you do? And it's like,
This is
no,
my
I've
dad,
got to
you
get
know?
ready for work. And it's like, it's 11 o'clock. No,
Yeah.
we're not going to work. So that was one thing. I was really, really fortunate in that I had a couple from our church who volunteered to come and spend time with Tim for 2 or 3 hours to where I could go and do some things.
Yeah, just go to the store
Yeah,
or get your
yeah.
nails done or something.
Exactly. But then there was an organization here in town that I employed to come one day a week for like 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
To where that was my day. I could go to Bible study. I could go set my appointments, on that day.
Right. Because, I mean, you've got doctor's
Yeah,
appointments too.
dentist, and all
Right,
the other
right.
things. And it was kind of like, that was my day.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was just once a week, then that was enough. But like I shared, I took Tim with me. And yes, there were times that I had some very strange experiences, but that was okay. That was just part of it.
Yeah.
And so I tried to get him out, but it did get to a point to where I could not.
Right.
Simply because Tim did what we call an elopement, that we would be somewhere and I would turn around and Tim has left.
He was gone. He went walkabout.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, this is a new game.
Yeah.
And gets kind of scary when that happens.
Sure. Yeah.
But, like I say, the whole thing is that I want people to not have your loved one and you sitting home in front of the TV day after day.
Yeah.
Take them out. You need to go. They need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't remember it 2 hours later, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So, I mean, you lived through this. What really motivated you to be a group leader and to share what you've learned?
Well, first I was asked, but I think God gives us experiences. God brings people into our lives that's not by chance.
Mm-hmm.
That that's kind of the mission, is to share and uplift each other and to lend a hand and help somebody along their journey. And if there's any way that I can do that, that's the mission of my heart, is to, I don't want anybody to feel alone in this. You're not alone in this, but you have to be able to say, I could use some support. I could use some help. And like I say, could lead people or help people along their journey. Then that's what I want to do.
Well, and I don't feel that anything is ever wasted. I mean, no experiences we walk through.
Right.
Is wasted. So, Dr. Meyers, does someone need to sign up ahead of time or just show up at 2 on Sunday afternoon? Or how do you want to handle that?
Okay. Well, this is a ministry of our church, First Baptist Woodway. It specifically is congregational care. And Pastor Michael Carlson is our pastor, and he's our leader and makes all this happen. Alexis Gurley is our congregational care coordinator. And she can be reached at our church office phone number. If you're interested, I'd be happy for you to email me, which is Dennis Meyers at Dennis Meyers. It is Dennis_Meyers at Baylor.edu. But we'd sure like to talk to people first, if possible, and give them more of an orientation as to what this will be about, and just welcome them into this experience that we have for them.
Yeah. Well, it's going to mean the world, I think, to both the caregivers and the patients as they walk through this part of their lives that, so many people are affected by Alzheimer's and various forms of dementia. Anything else you want to add about it?
I think this is hard for families.
Yeah.
This is family business, and you're trying to take care of your business. Having to ask for help is hard.
Yeah.
Because what may others think about our family? And we want so much to have a dementia-friendly church where folks can say, hey, when I go there, I'll find people that have shared concerns, and I feel welcome here and I belong here. And consequently, my concern about family business kind of withers away in the love that surrounds them as part of the experience.
So again, this is at First Woodway, right there on Highway 84. You can't miss the facility. And it's going to be a wonderful gift, I think, to these families.
Well, thank you.
Thank you both. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you for having
Susan,
us.
so much.
Thank you.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more information, go to wacohomeparade.com.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
It's our declaration of deals, and savings are moving fast at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Get a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $32,990, or take $10,000 off a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. Or qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 36 months and no payments for 90 days. Don't stand still. Drive today. Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Today, we are talking about the power of compassion, connection, and community support through volunteer caregiving. Joining me is Inez Russell, founder and executive director of Friends for Life, and a longtime advocate for helping older adults and caregivers live healthier, more connected lives. Now, this June, nonprofit leaders, caregivers, volunteers, educators, and community advocates from all across the country will be gathering in Waco for the National Volunteer Caregiving Network Conference. Now, this is going to be 3 days focused on innovative ideas and collaboration, fundraising, technology, mental health, volunteer engagement, and practical tools to strengthen organizations serving some of our most vulnerable neighbors. Inez, this is a big deal.
It's a lot of fun. We've got people coming from Hawaii, New York, New Jersey, Maine, Arizona, California, from everywhere. It's really going to be fun.
This is so interesting because everything from AI and storytelling to combating loneliness, donor engagement, caregiver wellness, these are all some of the topics you'll be talking about.
Many of the nonprofits that are coming are smaller, so to be able to give them a lot of good information is very helpful. So we wanted to kind of cover all the bases for them.
So this is coming up in June. What are the dates in June?
June 11th through the 13th. It's Thursday, Friday, and half-day Saturday.
So for listeners who may not be familiar with Friends for Life, let's back up. Tell them a little bit about your organization and the mission behind your work.
Okay, well, we are 37 years old this year, and we help seniors and people with disabilities live their very best lives. And we try to help them be as independent as they can possibly be.
So you've seen a lot of need from the standpoint of caregivers and the kind of stresses that they undergo. What inspired the creation of this National Volunteer Caregiving Network Conference?
Well, the conference actually came to be as part of an initiative, a Faith in Action initiative of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. They started that initiative in the 80s. In the 90s, Friends for Life got 4 grants from them to do this interfaith volunteer caregiving program. And their main idea was that nonprofits could partner with faith congregations and multiply their ability to serve, and they were right. They helped, probably about 1,600 nonprofits either come into being or strengthen the programs that they already had. And most of those programs are still here today, in spite of all the craziness that's happened in the last 40 years.
Yeah.
And because they learned how to partner with churches and synagogues, they were able to grow and get more support and certainly more volunteers to help them serve vulnerable people that need help. So,
why is volunteer caregiving such an important issue right now, especially as the population is aging?
well, obviously it is because our population, our older adults are growing that population is growing so fast. But I think also we have a very mobile country, and people who used to be there to take care of family aren't anymore. They've transferred to another part of the country, and even though they love mom or grandma, they're just not there to help them. So recruiting volunteers that can adopt a grandparent and take them to the doctor or grocery shop for them or mow their yards, it really becomes very, very important. Access to medical care, especially after COVID, became such a huge problem. And part of what we're trying to do at this conference is help nonprofits understand the changes that have happened as a result of COVID and what we can do to better serve people in spite of all the changes.
Yeah, it really seems to be going beyond traditional caregiving conversations.
Yeah, it really does. And I think that the fact that we have built in some good fundraising information,
it takes so much money.
It does. And some of the sources of money are not there that used to be there. And there's a lot more competition for grants. So we put together a panel of foundations to tell us what they're looking for. We have some major gift fundraisers who are going to share how you build a good donor base and how you retain them. We have some information about special events and how to create an event that helps sustain an organization. We also have some things like we have a man that has been in cybersecurity for over 30 years, and he can help them know how to keep the hackers from hijacking their mission. So we're excited about a lot of different things that we've added to this. There's some little things that people can do to their website to help get the mission across to the people that come to visit their website. And these are little things that don't cost but make a big difference. And we've just
kind of best practices for everybody.
Yeah.
It sounds like, so you have assembled a pretty impressive group of presenters from universities, foundations, healthcare, technology, nonprofit leadership. Let's talk a little bit about them. Who all is going to be involved?
Well, we have people from foundations, the Moody Foundation, the Anderson Foundation. We've got United Way. We wanted to give them a local, state, and national perspective, and I think that's going to come together really well. We recognize that a lot of giving is being done online now, and I was so blessed because these people just were not just willing to come, but excited to come. We asked somebody from the largest donor-advised fund in the world if he would come, and he's coming and excited to be joining us, and he's going to help take the myth out of donor-advised funds, help us understand how nonprofits can access that kind of help also. We have an amazing lady from the RGK Center at the University of Texas at Austin, who is coming to talk about volunteerism and all the changes that have happened in the last few years and what we can do and how do we recruit them now and how do we retain them, because it's changed, it's just different. We're going to talk about marketing and the differences that we have now in marketing, because it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
37 years ago, it was newspaper and television and billboards. And
buy some radio ads. Yeah.
Yes, and it's a whole
It's
new
all
world
different now. Yeah.
Like podcasts.
Yeah, podcast, the new media. Here we are. I mean, and you mentioned AI. How is AI going to be involved in this National Caregivers?
We've got someone coming to speak who is a professor, and he's also a writer, a published writer, but he's real knowledgeable about AI and how you can use that in storytelling. And even
because that really is, when you're a nonprofit, you have to tug at those heartstrings. I mean, that.
Well, I think a big responsibility that we have is to tell the stories of the people that we serve.
Right.
Nobody else is going to do it. They're not going to have a voice. So we need to share their stories. And there's a way that AI can help us, but I think we also have to be aware that what you give AI, they keep and use. So we have to kind of understand all the different parts and know, what's really the best tool for us to rely on.
Really one of the major themes I'm hearing then is that nonprofits need to kind of adapt to changing times, whether it's fundraising or volunteer development or technology.
Yeah, I think if they don't, they're going to have a really, really hard time continuing. We just need to understand that this world is very different, and it's just changing very, very quickly.
Well, definitely. A lot more I want to talk to Inez Russell about the wonderful Friends for Life, all kinds of great things happening there, I know. But we're going to take a quick break and want to tell you that there is something exciting coming, and that is the Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes. If you're looking for inspiration, innovation, and your dream home all in one place, then don't miss the 2026 Parade of Homes. Tour beautiful new homes featuring the latest in design trends and smart technology, outdoor living, and custom craftsmanship from Central Texas's top builders. Mark your calendar. This is for weekend 1 is June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then weekend 2 is June 13th and 14th. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just dreaming, the Parade of Homes is the place to be. For tickets, locations, more information, go to wacohomeparade.com. There's more of the show ahead. Stay with us. Back with Inez Russell, who is, of course, the founder and executive director of Friends for Life. And they're planning a national conference in Waco for mid-June, and it is going to be the National Volunteer Caregiving Network Conference. Again, those dates, Inez?
June 11th through the 13th.
11th through the 13th. Okay, so a little earlier in June than I don't know, it could be considered mid-June. But we're talking about AI storytelling, digital marketing, video engagement. So how are nonprofits using technology differently today than even a few years ago?
I don't think any of us were trying to get, we're working with AI. And, to use that to help us with storytelling or reporting, we just didn't do that. But more and more, we're learning how those tools can be helpful, and in the storytelling part, but also in the reporting part. One thing that we're going to do at this conference is talk about collaborations and how nonprofits can work with colleges to do a collaboration and a research project that becomes more attractive to a foundation because it's got that research and evaluation component that
data.
We've been missing. Right. Truly, for a lot of years, we've relied more on storytelling than we have statistics. And And I
need
think
both.
the storytelling will always be important.
Yeah.
But I also think it's important for us to know what works and what doesn't work and be able to do a good evaluation of the programs that we have. And that's something we're going to talk about here, some collaborations that already exist. We were blessed this year to be part of one here in Texas, that we're collaborating with a nonprofit in San Antonio, and the Humana Foundation has given us a grant and we are working with a college to help with the evaluation and the research part of this grant. And there are just a lot of these opportunities, and we want nonprofits to be aware of them, and we have people from the colleges that are going to help them understand how you access those grants.
Yeah, great. I was especially intrigued by the session on loneliness and isolation. We hear so much about this becoming an epidemic in America. So how can volunteer caregiving help to address this?
It's really amazing what a difference it makes. I recently did quite a bit of research on isolation and loneliness. I mean, we all know it's an epidemic in this country. I didn't realize that it can shorten your lifespan by 15 years. I mean,
15 years.
The statistics on what it does to our health, it's huge. But I also know that having somebody in your life changes that.
Yeah.
And we work with so many homebound people who are lonely. We work with people who are in nursing homes, and you can be lonely in a crowd.
Oh, yeah.
The statistics still say that over half the people in nursing homes never have a personal visit from anybody. So if we can recruit volunteers and train them, and they can go and become someone's friend, they can help reduce isolation and loneliness. They can help these people understand that they matter, and it starts to change everything.
Yeah. You kind of touched on this. Another timely subject is cybersecurity for nonprofits, and many smaller organizations don't realize just how vulnerable they can be. So why was it important to include that in this discussion over these 3 days?
Well, we're dealing with so many people who are being victimized. It's almost every day that we hear about somebody, a senior, an adult with disabilities, somebody that's been taken
Totally
advantage
ripped off their life savings, or
Yeah, they're so vulnerable and often so trusting, and they just believe what these people tell them. And, we had one last week, went to the bank and got almost $100,000 for somebody. It's constant problems with people being taken advantage of. But in addition to that, we're all being hacked. I get calls from my staff about an email that they got. They're supposed to go to Walmart and get gift cards.
Oh.
I will never send you an email asking you to get gift cards.
Oh, yeah, but they commandeered your email, and I know.
They
I've been
do.
victimized that way too.
And we need to understand that they're getting more and more and more sophisticated.
Oh, I know, and it looks so real, and it's easy to be deceived.
It does, and there are safeguards that we can put in place, and this guy that we have coming is amazing, and he's going to do just a super job of helping us understand what we can do to protect ourselves and also help us to protect our clients.
Yeah, I'm not sure we've said, this is all going to be happening at the AC Hotel? Okay, which is a wonderful gathering for conferences. I mean, it's a great facility.
I think
And the
it's
food
gonna
is
be perfect.
outstanding.
I'm so excited
might
because
say,
I'm going to
yeah.
introduce these people from all over to Tex-Mex and Texas barbecue.
No, it's good. It's good. The conference is also going to be focusing on caregiver burnout and caregiver wellness. So it's kind of an obvious thing, but let's talk some about that.
Well, I was excited to be able to put together something at the very end that they could kind of take away with them. It's we've got Tracy Kelly Neal, who's she works with Baylor University with the Grow Development Institute, and she's a graduate of the School of Social Work there. And she's going to talk to them, but we also have Stretch Lab is coming to show them some things that they're able to do that will help them to relieve stress. At that session, I'm going to introduce a lady called Dr. Christy Flick. You might
I know her. I've had her. She's been on this show, I'll have you know.
She is amazing.
She specializes in the neck.
She does, and she can tell us how bad it is for us to look down.
I
at
know,
our
I know.
phones
Yeah.
And how important posture is to stress, and help with that also. And then I've got Amanda Arnold from Baylor coming, and she's going to talk about nutrition and what part that plays in our, not just our overall health, but in helping us reduce stress, because caregivers have an inordinate amount of stress on them if everything's great.
Yeah.
But
but when the wheels come off, it can be really bad.
And all of these things, I think, can help us do a better job of controlling the stress and helping us to continue to serve as caregivers, even though we've got these stresses, outside stresses coming at us. We can do everything we can do to be strong and be able to keep going.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Waco's really become quite a strong hub for nonprofit leadership and innovation. So I guess it's just kind of special that this conference is happening here.
I asked them for years to bring this conference to Waco, and they finally said yes. And I'm really hopeful that nonprofits here will take advantage of this, because I don't think it'll ever come back to Waco. They have so many places to pick from around the country. And, you know, this is a chance for them to go and not do the airline ticket and the hotel room. They can just take advantage of all the training and get to meet some amazing people. I've been blessed. I've served on the board of NVCN for a lot of years, and I've had opportunities to meet these people and learn from them how they do their programs. And we all worked together during COVID. We had every other week meetings by Zoom to share how we were dealing with different things that were happening. And, you know, how do you keep your volunteers when they're afraid to get out and do stuff? And it's been, being a part of that has been a blessing for me, and I'd love to have an opportunity to introduce some of our nonprofits here to these folks, and they can build relationships with them.
Again, part of the networking is so important. You'll be presenting on the Benavon model. Tell me what this is creating events to build long-term donor relationships. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, years ago, we were blessed. Paul Meyer actually sent my development guy to Terry Axelrod's workshop, and it cost $5,000 to go. It was crazy.
That's expensive,
But when Paul Meyer paid for it, I thought, okay, this is so great. We'll get this amazing training, and it really was wonderful. It's a whole series. It's 4 parts to this program, and for us it meant we would invite people to Friends for Life, and we would give them a tour and tell them the story and help them see the people that we serve, you know, help them understand, tell their stories. And from that, we would determine who really connected with what we're doing, and then we would plan an event, and that event would be a breakfast or a lunch, and instead of charging, which, you know, lots of nonprofits charge some for each place at the table or for the table, you don't charge in this model. You have a table captain who has toured your facility and connected with it, and that person invites people that they know that need to know or might want to know about the work that you're doing. and then it's very orchestrated. It's 59 minutes, and it's just very organized, and the whole thing is focused on helping people understand who you are and what you do, and who you serve. So
that's fascinating.
That when it's finished, the people feel connected,
right, and that they really understand what you're all about.
So the table captain at that point would ask if anybody, they have little cards for them to fill out, and they can say, I'd like to learn more about Friends for Life, or I'd like to make a 5-year pledge, and maybe it's $20 a month for 5 years. But that's how you build a sustainable program, because you have monthly gifts, and that's pretty rare in nonprofits. It's something we all should focus a little bit more attention on.
Yeah. So what do you hope attendees walk away from that 3-day conference?
I hope they walk away with several things. One is a new network of people that they've learned from and connected with, and have collected their information. And we have a really cool way that we're taking care of that. In fact, it was at the Women of Waco conference, the little app that they had to track who all came. We're going to do that at this conference as well.
Oh, that's good.
But I also hope they walk away with a lot of good information that helps strengthen the work that they're doing. Many of these programs have very tiny budgets. Of course. They just are doing monumental work, and volunteers are making it possible for them to serve thousands of people. So I hope they walk away with a lot of tools and a lot of people that they can connect with to get answers when they have questions.
Yeah, this National Volunteer Caregivers Conference again. And how can folks sign up for this?
Okay, well, they can go to NVCN Conference, put that in Google, and it'll bring up the conference, and then it tells all about it and has the agenda, and or they can email me at inez@friendsforlife.org or call me, and I'll connect them.
Well, you're just doing such an amazing work for families and for the vulnerable population here throughout Texas. I mean, you started out with seeing a need and say, yes, I'll do something, and it has become this huge ministry, nonprofit Friends for Life has. And we would be remiss if we did not mention that there will be a benefit basketball game coming up in July.
And Ann Harder is our star player.
No, Ann Harder is not, but she's recruiting some really good players. We will be playing the Waco Six Shooters. It is the famous friends of Friends for Life, Granny Basketball.
11th.
July
11th.
July 11th, mark your calendars. It's going to be at MCC, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, we're very grateful.
I hope have you been going to practice yourself?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. We'll get there. We'll get on the practice basketball court.
I need practice, I can tell you. I need a lot of practice.
Yeah.
But by the grace of God, we will play basketball. They will probably clobber us again.
That's okay, but it's loads of fun, and it really is just a lot of fun. But it's supporting a wonderful organization, Friends for Life, and you're just doing such amazing things now for the greater good for nonprofits all over the United States.
Thank you.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $13,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $13,000 off a new Ram 2500 Laramie Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. I said I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Alan Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.